my YouTube family. Happy Sunday. Look who's here today. Stephanie's here. I told you that I was going to be making a devil food chocolate cake today. So I just got, I started, I kind of pre-did everything. So I baked the devil food cake, and I followed the instructions on the box. And today we're going to be using the Pillsbury Moist Supreme Sugar-Free Premium Cake Mix Devil Food. Because I'm not a baker, but I like sweets though, every now and then. So I followed the instructions on the box, and this is the outcome of the cake. I used a big loaf pan because usually the recipe is for 2 round cake pans, but I just wanted the loaf pan. I just wanted to do my cake in the loaf pan. Now, my icing, let me tell you about this delicious icing, y'all. You see my icing and the color of it? Well, I just call it my caramel icing. And I added a few things in it. So let me explain to you what I did to it. It's 1 can, y'all, of carnation fat-free cream. You can use any kind of cream, regardless if it's fat-free or not. You use 2 teaspoons of butter. You can't do nothing without butter, y'all. And then I used a cap full of vanilla extract. So I turn my stove on, kind of low consistency, because all burners are different in terms of the speed, the cooking speed. So I put mine on really number 3, and you have to add your butter, like I said, your vanilla extract, and then I added 1 cup and a fourth. I'm sorry, y'all. A half a cup and a fourth of your great value granulated no calorie sweetener, or whatever kind of sweetener you prefer to use. That's what I added to mine. So I turned my stove on, like I said, put my pot on, and I put everything in there. Then I stirred it really well. Now, you're gonna have different shades of caramel. So my cream, of course, is the base color. So as it cooks throughout the time, they're gonna change from like a darker hue of cream, then a little darker hue of cream, of the cream color, until it starts to get into the brown shades. And then you want to end up with something like this. You see how pretty that is? Now, what I added to mine while it was cooking and during the medium brown process, I added a half a cup of pecans, and I toasted some coconut. Make sure, if you're on the diet like I am, make sure your coconut is unsweetened. So I toasted my coconut, and while my icing was cooking, I poured everything in. So I mixed my butter. I put another teaspoon of butter, unsalted butter. Then I added my pecans and my coconut, and you just keep stirring it. But you have to stir it. You have to keep an eye on it, because if it cooks too fast, it's gonna boil over, and then your stove is gonna be a mess. So you just want to keep an eye on it. And if you're gonna be standing up there for a long period of time, keeping an eye on it. It depends, like I say, pertaining to your stove and how fast it cooks and how slow it cooks. Your burner, that is. And mine, I have to keep an eye on mine the whole time because it cooks really fast. So this icing here takes about 45 minutes. About 40, 45 minutes. You just constantly stir. And if you have a whisk, you could whisk it just to make sure that it doesn't stick and get lumpy. And then once you cook it down, you just, like I say, you add your pecans and you add your coconut and your butter, and you stir it real good. And this is the color that it's going to be. Now it will get darker if you leave it on there a little longer, but this was the perfect shade that I wanted today. Okay, now I got my cake. I'm going to take my cake out the pan, and I'm going to sit it on my plate. And I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it like that, y'all. I'm just going to leave it like that until I cut it. You see that? Look how nice it is. What you think, Steph?
Looks nice.
Looks nice. And then you just take your icing. You could just pour it on top. Just pour it on top. You could add all of it if you want to, or you could just add a little bit at a time. But it's so delicious. I mean, diabetics could have sweets. And so if I'm going to eat right, to save my life, I'm going to have to change a few things. And that's okay. I don't mind, But anyway, you see how nice my cake came out, y'all? Look how beautiful that is. What you think, Steph?
Looks nice.
Do you want a piece?
Yes.
Stephanie been waiting for this cake for a long time. For a long time. Oh, by the way, guys, today I cooked turkey necks and turkey wings. I did them traditional Southern style. And it came out really delicious. So that's what I'm going to eat for my dinner. And I'm going to have a nice cake for dessert. And that's my dessert for the day. It's very simple, y'all. It doesn't take no time to do it, especially, if you really want something and you really want to make the particular icing. I think you're going to really enjoy it. So I just want to say thank you so much for always tuning in to Essential New Orleans Cooking on a Budget. This is Miss D, and that's Stephanie. What you want to say?
See y'all later.
Are you ready for your cake?
Yes.
How big you want?
A big piece, please.
Let me cut it. Show you want to get your plate?
No.
Okay, you gonna eat it like that?
Get a tissue.
She get a tissue, y'all. So this is a big cake. You want more icing? Okay. And tell them, now be honest about the icing now, because it's sugar free. It doesn't have any sugar in it. You want some more? What you think?
It's good.
It's good? Okay. Well, thank you for joining my show. It was just it wasn't a very long show today, because I started early because I had some things to do. But I got my cake done. I just wanted to show you how quick and easy you could do a recipe like this, y'all. You don't have to be in the kitchen all day like I always tell you. And I think the kids will really love this cake. If you take care of their teeth, and you take care of your teeth, you want to cut down on your sugar intake. It's a very good recipe. And you can always substitute granulated, no-calorie sweetener for your cakes. You could buy these sugar-free cakes, and you could kind of tweak them how you want to, But I'm going to be using these sugar-free cakes in the future, and I just wanted to share this with you. So it's so nice to be here today and to share this recipe with you and share this show. I just want you to continue to have a good Sunday. I love you, and God bless.